Never give up, even when everything inside you feels tired, broken, and exhausted. Because what you are experiencing right now is not meaningless suffering. It is a transformation in progress. Pain is not sent to destroy you. It is sent to shape you. Every sleepless night, every silent tear, every moment when you questioned your worth, your future, or even God Himself, is part of a process that is forging strength inside you that comfort could never create. Most people want power without pressure, growth without struggle, and success without sacrifice. But life does not work that way. Real power is born in pain. Real wisdom is born in confusion. Real faith is born in moments when there seems to be no reason to keep believing, yet you choose to believe anyway. There are seasons in life when giving up feels logical, when doors keep closing, when prayers feel unanswered, when people walk away, and when the weight on your heart becomes heavier than your ability to explain it. In those moments, quitting seems like relief. But what you don't see, what you cannot see yet, is that your pain is doing work beneath the surface. Just like muscles grow only after being torn, your inner strength is being built through resistance. You are being prepared for a level of life that would crush the version of you that existed before this pain. That is why this season is intense. That is why it feels unfair. That is why it feels lonely. You are being upgraded. Pain has a language, and if you listen closely, it teaches lessons that success never could. It teaches patience when everything moves slowly. It teaches humility when pride is stripped away. It teaches compassion when you finally understand how deeply others can hurt. And most importantly, it teaches resilience, the ability to stand back up, even when you are unsure if you can take another hit. Resilience is power. Silent endurance is power. Choosing not to give up when no one would blame you for quitting, that is power. You may feel weak right now, but weakness is often the doorway to real strength. When you reach the end of your own ability, something greater begins to rise within you. This is where character is formed. This is where faith becomes real. This is where you stop relying on external validation and start discovering who you truly are. Pain removes illusions. It strips away fake confidence, fake relationships, and fake dreams, leaving behind only what is real. And what is real is powerful. Think about how much you have already survived. Moments you thought would break you did not succeed. Situations you believed you would never recover from are now memories. That alone proves that there is something inside you that refuses to die. That refusal, that inner fire, is the power your pain is producing. You didn't choose this battle, but you are choosing not to surrender. And that choice is shaping your destiny. Never give up just because today is hard. Hard days are not a sign that you are failing. They are proof that you are growing. Diamonds are formed under pressure. Gold is refined in fire. Strong souls are built in adversity. If life is pushing you, it's because there is something in you worth pushing toward. Comfort never created legends. Ease never built warriors. Pain does. There will come a day when you look back at this version of yourself, the one who felt lost, tired, and unsure, and you will feel deep respect. Not because you had everything figured out, but because you kept going when nothing made sense. You will realize that the pain you begged to escape was the very thing that unlocked your strength, your purpose, and your voice. What once hurt you will one day empower you to help others. What once broke you will become the foundation of your wisdom. People often misunderstand strong individuals. They don't see the battles fought in silence. They don't see the tears wiped away before stepping outside. They don't see the courage it takes to wake up every day and try again. But heaven sees it. Life records it. And your future will reward it. Pain may bend you, but it will not break you unless you allow it to. And you are stronger than you think. Never give up. Not because life is easy, but because your story is not finished. The chapter you are in is heavy, but it is not the ending. There is power being formed in you, power that will speak louder than your suffering ever did. One day your survival will inspire others. One day your strength will shock even you. And one day you will understand that the pain you endured was not a punishment. It was preparation. So hold on, breathe through the struggle. Trust the process, even when you don't understand it. Keep moving, even if it's slow. Keep believing, even if your faith feels small. Never give up, because your pain is producing power, and that power will change your life. Never give up, especially when the pain feels personal, when it feels targeted, when it feels like life is testing you in ways others will never understand. Some battles are not meant to be explained. They are meant to be endured. And the fact that you are still here, still breathing, still searching for meaning, is proof that you are stronger than the moment trying to crush you. Pain has a strange way of revealing who you really are. When everything familiar falls apart, what remains is your true core, and that core is being strengthened right now. There are people who never experience this level of pain because they are never meant to carry this level of power. Pressure is assigned based on potential. The deeper the pain, the higher the calling. That is why you feel stretched beyond your limits. That is why ordinary solutions no longer work for you. You are outgrowing old versions of yourself, old mindsets, old comfort zones. Growth hurts because it requires separation from who you were, from what you thought you needed, and sometimes from people you loved. Pain isolates you, but isolation sharpens you. In silence, you begin to hear your own thoughts clearly. In loneliness, you learn self-respect. In heartbreak, you learn discernment. In failure, you learn humility and wisdom. These lessons do not come gently, but they come with purpose. You are not being buried, you are being planted. And what is planted in darkness does not die. It grows roots. Never give up when progress feels invisible. Some of the most important changes happen where no one can see them. Healing happens quietly. Strength builds slowly. Faith matures silently. Just because the results are not visible yet does not mean nothing is happening. Roots grow before fruits appear, and your roots are going deep. There will be moments when you feel angry at life, at people, at God. Those moments do not make you weak. They make you human. What matters is that you don't let bitterness replace belief. Pain can either harden you or refine you. The difference lies in your response. You can let pain make you cynical, or you can let it make you wise. You can let it close your heart, or you can let it deepen your compassion. Power is not just the ability to endure pain, it is the ability to rise without losing your soul. One day, the very pain that made you question your worth will become the reason you know it. One day, the rejection that crushed you will protect you from places you never belonged. One day, the delay that frustrated you will save you from outcomes you were not ready for. Life often protects us in ways that feel like punishment at the time. What feels like loss today may be alignment tomorrow. Never give up, because storms do not last forever. They come to clear the air, not to end the sky. And when the storm passes, you will not be the same person who entered it. You will be wiser, calmer, stronger, and more grounded. You will stop chasing approval and start honoring your own journey. You will stop begging for validation and start walking in quiet confidence. Never give up on the version of you that is being formed through this fire, because your pain is not wasted. It is producing power. Quietly, steadily, relentlessly. And when that power finally reveals itself, you will realize that everything you endured was shaping you into someone unstoppable.